Welcome back into Song of Six. Last time around, we finally were able to break out of our little blockade here, and we took Marchenstad, which has opened us up to the world a little bit. Very, very helpful here in that now we can finally get some more trade partners. So I believe it's only going to be these two. This guy is actually connected to something else, I believe. Yeah, and he's not my neighbor, at least currently. But maybe we can change that in the near future by making some colleagues with these other places. So right now we have this one and that one that we might be able to trade with. And they're both Amivia, which may come in handy. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a trade. And we will offer them... I mean, frankly, I would just like to give you money if I got my choice. If I gave you 5,000, we barter that. They want 6,000. They want some fish, some wood. Sure. We will accept that because I am that desperate. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now we have another trade partner, and we're going to do the same thing over here. Trade. I'm going to try to do more money so we don't have to give them goods. Barter that. They just want a lot of money. I'm okay with that at the moment. Except, oh, this is going to already be so much more helpful. Oh, that's going to be so much more helpful. We'll just let that go for a minute here. And then we'll look about maybe upping that into colleagues or whatever. Like if we made happy times with him, maybe we could get these guys into trade with too. Just having a couple more partners is going to be so helpful. All right, then there's you. We are trading, and I thought we were colleagues, but I guess maybe we're not. Yeah, we already are colleagues, but he has been threatening to rob us and whatnot. So that's not very colleague of you, I'm just saying. So I'm definitely going to consider him passive aggressive at best. And we're going to prepare ourselves that maybe he needs to go too. Maybe you need to go too. Which would open up this area as another possible trade spot. So now that we've got the taste of blood, yeah. Will Cole had a good idea that he said I should probably leave my army here for a minute until the devastation goes away and it settles down. So I'm going to do that. Apparently we're also going to lose just like a bajillion people are going to leave. So I'm going to let this just kind of equalize before I try to build anything else here. Back in town, just double check. I have one of you. I don't even remember if we did get that noble thing. Smithies, stone. I'm not sure we did. So I would want you to be governor. So we're going to lose a stone. I think I'm okay with that. We downed our workforce there quite a bit. Let's go ahead and do that. I thought I had done that, but I guess not. All right, so that's going to give us 20 governor points, so we'll be able to do some more things over there. I don't know if those need to build up over time. That's why I wanted to get that done. On the other home front, things have been ticking on all right. I do think we need to do a little bit of back to basics. We are not getting enough fish. We are basically, I mean, it's very fresh. It's from the ocean to your plate 24 hours around here, but that makes me a little nervous. I would like to see at least a little bit of a buffer in here. To make that better, we've already added all of this. However, I don't think that's really going to change much. I think that's at best going to maybe keep this pretty full, which that does look to be the case. I think we need more. To get more, we need to do some city work up here. So first things first, I'm going to come over here and we are going to expand our Royal Road. We'll go to there. All right, where are we going to have the actual city place? I think we're going to have a set of apartments. I kind of want this to be where the noble quarter is. So I got to make sure I leave myself some room here. So maybe we'll do the southernmost apartment location. And then that'll inform where our city center is going to be. This is going to be I think, pretty mundane town. I think it's mainly going to be farmers and fishermen. I don't know what else I would really want up here. We don't really have any raw resources. So mainly concentrating on those two things. Maybe if we need some support stuff for the noble quarter, maybe we'll try to do that. The soil up here is garbage, so there's nothing I want to plant. So it's all just going to be about getting houses in for fishermen. I also could maybe start from this corner. I don't know how many people I'm going to need. It's not going to be that high. Yeah, it's really not going to be that high. I guess we could use the marginal land maybe as some ranches, if nothing else. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute when they're done building that. That's going to take them a hot second. In fact, let's let them play while I'm looking around. I did notice I've got some spots where water is not reaching. Okay, you are maxed out. You are just not high. There's just not enough people working it. Okay. To that end, yeah, look right here. I think I'm going to try one of those culverts, and we're going to hook our two water systems together. I'm going to do that via... I'm going to dismantle that and that, and those should be in range. So I don't want to go crazy with this. I think a lot of people probably see this and they really get excited. Oh, it's not in range. Oh, that makes me very sad. Is the range going to be the blue squares, or is the range going to be inside the blue squares? All right, so I need to recanal that. I guess there's only one way to know. We'll go ahead and over here. All right, hopefully those two will just connect it. The whole thing is I don't want to put stuff on my main road because these I'm sure are going to slow people down. They're already going around it, as you can see. We'll check back in with that in a minute, I suppose. How is this system doing? We have about 14 extra water. 24. Okay, and one person's not working. All right, yeah, it's labor shortages, man. It's all about them labor shortages. Yeah, here's a spot, like, for example, I could put a culvert here and there, and then I wouldn't have this slowdown spot. Is that worth it? I don't know. I don't know. We also were talking about these last time. How much wood am I in the positive? 102, 12, 12, and 12. That just really is not producing much. I think I might take this out and we'll change this into, I think, ranching. It's marginal land anyways, and we could just do that. I think now's the time for that. Let's do that. So let's come in here. Let's dismantle you, and you. And I think we're gonna take out. We're gonna take that out. All right. Let's see what that would look like. Husbandry, globulin. If we just did this, I think we'll just take all that land. Okay, 6.3 workers. The moisture's at 100%, so it's perfectly fine. All right, let's put a gate in. We'll put it here because that's where the thoroughfare is, and some huts. Sure. I need this to be 19. Sure. All right, go ahead and do that. Area is too thin in places. Okay, that makes me sad. All right, I'm gonna guess that's gonna be here, here, here. Go. Okay, yeah, I just, that was so inefficient for space with the amount of wood we were getting. Over here, we're harvesting some random grain, which I don't even think is even happening anymore. And we have water going by. I think we're going to take that road out. And I think we're going to probably globulin farm this too. What are you? My janitor. Hi. Yeah, that's just an improvement. The regional merchants has very low public order and could rebel any day. A temporary fix would be to station troops there, deterring troublemakers. But in the long run, you should look at fixing the problems permanently. Yeah, I thought we had the army here. I believe they are there. So yeah, your population is still going down. Again, I don't think there's much I can do about that. Yeah, and I was warned to be very careful because we need a certain amount of population to run these buildings. Small village. So do I need tech to get the next step of that? Small town. I'm going to assume that's a yes. 5 knowledge. I could afford that. That's probably a good investment. I don't know. We'll do it. We can always forget the tech if we have to. Alright, does that now allow me to up that? How do I do that? Ah, here we go. Oh, that gave me level 3. Okay, so government points would use up 5 more. It would add some extra workforce. Population is greater than 300. It looks like we're going to fall to about that level. All right, we'll go to a level 2 there. Now, what would help us here? Barracks, a garrison. Garrison, soldiers for protection and public order. It would use 5 workforce. That's probably worth it. I'm making 12. One of these resource things is 5. Sadly, he doesn't make any of the things I really wanted. The only thing they're good at is ore, which is fine. I mean, I guess that would let me lower my own workforce there, which is pretty labor intensive. So let's, I guess, do that. For now, let's just go ahead and we'll add the garrison. And then again, I'm going to let that just sit and we'll see what it does. This is all new territory for me. Wilcol had some great write-ups in the last episode. If you want to check those comments, I think it was a pretty good introduction, although it's a dense topic, to be sure. All right, how are we doing? We get that road done? Almost, basically. Okay, so I know everyone hates my apartment blocks, but you know what? We love our apartment blocks. Yeah, I don't want an upgraded one. I want an unupgraded one. Copy it from down here. Copy area. That. Oh no, not an accident. Yes. Okay. Now, like I said, there's a couple schools of thought I'm having. One, I start at the top corner and then we just go down. I think that's probably makes the most sense so I don't end up with a whole bunch of weird unaligned things. So from the very edge of the worst water scenario, let's go down like 4. Do I want this way or do I want this that way? I think I want it this way because I want to push myself a little bit inland. So something like that. That should be in planning. Okay, and then we'll leave a 2 space. Okay, that's not terrible. I kind of want some room here for, like I said, the noble quarter. Maybe our grand temple could be somewhere in this neighborhood. So I want to make sure we leave room. I think, honestly, this is what? 50, 100, 200, 250. That's probably like way more people than I already even need up here. Leaving a big space down here. Again, maybe globulin farming might go in there. I also want to leave myself a little bit more room here in the middle for services. I don't think I want something here. So let's say, again, I don't have to build all these. I'm just spacing myself out. If we did that, and then maybe over here we turn sideways. What would that do? Something like that. Kind of want to leave a 3 space. Oh, I don't love that. Maybe like that. We'll have some decorations around the entryway here. Make it extra pretty since noble area. Although, maybe I don't need these. Maybe I don't need those. Let's move that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll do something else there. So then we would want some road. At bare minimum, we want that 2x2. No. Make sure we're paused here for a second. I don't want them to run up there and start building yet. Okay, and then... Yeah, it's important for me to put these roads in, because if I don't, constantly accidentally overriding spots that should have had road. Yeah, and this frames in a nice area in the middle, so, you know, warehouse, hospital, entertainment, etc., etc., etc. I think the warehouse goes probably in the bottom corner, so it's closest to where things are getting pulled in and out. I do think we're probably going to end up with 2 warehouses here. I'm going to have one that's just fish, and that's going to be kind of an export spot where we're going to move those fish down to the main warehouse, and then we'll have the other warehouse for the rest of the stuff. I'm liking the amount of room here. This seems a lot more reasonable than my other spots. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. I want to suspend all that. I don't want to build that yet. All right, let's look again. What do we need? I don't even know where it is. Like, noble housing. What is that even under? Is that just under housing? Chamber. The finest subject sleeps. Requires a lot of work to maintain. We are producing all of those goods. Oh, it's a pre-made. I can't resize it. It looks like the door is to the bottom. Servants for residents. Okay, so I assume resident means noble, so I would want 10 of these. Am I still in planning? I am still in planning. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's plan these out. Do I want to squeeze that warehouse in first? I'm thinking we're going to have a big temple here, although it's not a very reasonable place. It really probably needs to be more centralized, so maybe we don't do that. All right, so if we had our most prestigious people here, I love how this doesn't line up properly. That's stellar. Okay, no, let's go get the warehouse first. All right, I want one of my... Let's get you. So we want... no, let's just area copy. Because I want the janitor stuff with it too. Okay, so this is the main supply warehouse. We could put it as part of the inner square, or we could put it here. I kind of like that. That puts the janitor out on the main road. That puts the entrance close to the main thoroughfare. Yeah. Okay. That informs some more road. So that means we're going to have you and you. Oh, we also need to get some water in here. Okay, we'll bring the water down the side here for a pond right here. Let's plan that in too, because that's going to be another... I'm a little sad that we're still using ponds. I really wanted to get up to bathhouses, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, we're going to make a kind of a chunky pond on this one. I think I've been making those a little on the small side. And maybe we go a little decadent here. No. Let's... I want to smart remove that. Water, culvert. So we're going to do just this. I guess we could save some water maybe by doing that. And then we're going to need a canal. Where can I put a pump? We're not going to need a huge pump here for once. We'll go... I think this will do it. I honestly do. The back of the pump must be placed in... Oh, fresh water. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, that's painful. Exceptionally painful. Okay. All right. We're gonna need some pumpers. Yikes. Okay, well, none of this then. And I think we changed this one's location. So I will bring water in. Okay, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. Yeah, we're not producing enough water. But we could bring it in from this side. Yeah, we could bring it in from this side. So we bring it over, we bring it up. I guess we culvert a couple over. I'm not going to hook this up yet, but it'll be here. And then let's get the culverts. All right, so I need one here. I'm going to assume that you need to be inside that ring, since I don't know for certain. I don't want to mess this up like that. Maybe I've wasted a couple spaces, but it wouldn't change that much. All right, so we hook that up. We get the water via those up to here. And then we can pond. Not really the spot I wanted for it, but yeah, that was going to be way too expensive to bring water in some other way. Yeah, nice big pond there. There you go. Okay, I don't hate that. Okay, and that's one warehouse, and then we're gonna want a fish warehouse, I think. So this area is kind of served by that one, so it could probably help with this. So probably just over here. This one is more. Yeah, this one's going to be more about just giving me the storage capacity. So this is the guy we want. Copy area. That. Yes. All right, all we care about here is just storing all that fish. I mean, we could have it. Is that road gonna go the way? I don't think so. I think we're gonna have like a cul-de-sac in here. So I don't think so. That fits in well with my current road system. Although this road's not gonna continue over. Actually, it might to serve the other fisheries. So I will put it up here. All right, that's gonna serve more fishing areas. Okay, so then we need the other things that we would need for a square. So let's go grab, I believe you're the food, right? Yeah, food. Now we've learned a lot about these, so we're gonna need more than I used to put in, is what we learned. Let's do one here. And I think we'll do one there and one there. Okay, and then we're gonna need a market. And the markets I feel like are a little less spicy. We'll put one up there. And one over there. Okay, anything else constructed I need to make? What does that say? Food stall. Stage, right. Guard post. That's going to be under law. Guard post. Yeah, if we centralize this. Ooh, that almost makes me want to run a road there. Yeah, I'm actually going to change that up a little bit. Did I set that? Okay, good. Let's do road here. Okay, I do not hate this. That one's a little awkward, but that's okay. And we'll fix this. You get rid of you. We'll change that one. That was a market. We'll move him over here. Okay, so there you go. So we have like this central guardhouse so that we can have rapid response to any problems All right, I think we'll do this. I'll be curious to see if any people actually use this as a thoroughfare. Have an interesting little test. It's a lot of space for that, but that's okay. I like the looks of it. 2 wit, since we're in law already. We'll add some... No, not the stockade yet. I will need that, but we will do the stocks. We'll have them... Yeah, you guys can stare at the food and be sad. Okay, law, stockade. Now, this doesn't need to be in the middle of my town. I think we'll just plop it over here. Kind of large. I don't know if I've been making these sized reasonably or not. There. Sure. Okay. That's law taken care of. Let's go grab a hospital. Hospital. I'm going to have this very close to my warehouse. All right, because we have the awkwardness here, I'm going to pull it back one from the road. And then we'll put some decorations and stuff in there in the extra spaces. Road like that. Okay, what else? Let's actually look at one of the newer areas. Oh, entertainment stuff. We need... Okay, wells and fires and whatnot. Yeah, so hearth. Okay, we can squeeze in a tiny hearth here. We can put a bigger one over here. Let's put a bigger one over there. We'll put one over there. And well. Fit one in there. A slightly smaller one over there. Okay, easy peasy. Hearth, hospital, well, lavatory. Okay, yep, we need a toilet. Where are you? You. Okay, now this one... Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, let me think a little. I think we're going to end up needing 2 of these. Having one for this area wouldn't be terrible. So... Yeah, like right here. We're going to have that road go out to the coast. We're going to have a road that goes down and connects that road to this road. All right, we'll put one there, and I think we are going to need a second one over here. I mean, that fits really well. I can have that little road switch through there. Sure. Okay. Let's just keep going through here. This seems to be working okay. Food stalls, markets, yes. Okay, shrine to a 30. All right, this one's going to be sized based on what fits. It's going to be this size. There. Okay. Religion, distribution, health, that's everything. Entertainment, stage. Oh, we're too small for the stage. I do want a stage. That makes me sad. We could change this area. We could change the pond shape. I really don't want to touch that pond. Okay, I think we can change this area. All right, so I'm going to take out a well, a market, and a stall. Entertainment, stage. All the world is a stage, you know. Put it there. All right, you know, since we're here anyways, let's also get a speaker. That just fits too well. I think we'll go double speaker. Okay, and then let's replace. So you are more important to me than the other one because this is food. I might be able to redesign one of those that would fit in there. So food stall. We did that. And we did stall. Yeah, okay. That works. And again, it's so awkward. We'll do it that way. Okay, that's fine. And then we also need a market. And if things aren't going to fit anyways, things aren't going to fit. So we'll put it there. I took out a well. All right, we'll put a tiny well in there. You know, we'll just double up. We'll do 2 tiny wells instead. This is hard to plan like this. I just haven't had to build from scratch like this that many times. Okay, all those are fine. Okay, an inn. I would like an inn up here. I think 1 inn per area is what I'm going to do. And that's just a little bit of what I would consider passive income. We'll put it down here next to the stockade. We'll have it share a wall with the warehouse, I think. I want to leave that area a little bit more open. All right, I think I'm just going to go down here. We'll have another road connect here. I don't need much in here. Maybe it gets to go all the way over here. There. Okay, that's an inn. Embassy, no. Okay, we did a guard post, we did a stockade. I might need another dungeon. That might be something that we put up here, but it doesn't, the location doesn't matter too much. Don't care about any of those. That could be added later. Okay, hauler. No. We need the hauler at the other end to pick up the fish. Okay, nothing there. We dealt with those. Oh yeah, we could move our throne fight. Yeah, that's the building that can go at the head. We'll move our throne. And we have a janitor. Okay. Obviously decorations and whatnot needs to be put in too, but I think we're good to go there. Activate jobs. Okay, so I want some housing so that we can get our workers closer. I want this bit of road. Now they're going to cut across here anyways, so we may as well road it. Let's also turn off planning. Activate that. Okay, then we are going to need some food, some stuff, a speaker, hearth, well, no reason to put the pond in at the moment because I cannot do that. The current water problems. Yeah, let's just start with that. Oh, the warehouse and the janitor for sure. And we're gonna need bathrooms. May as well do the hearth if we're gonna do that. And the road for it. All right, we'll let them get started with that. That's a ton, an absolute ton of construction I've just queued up. Okay, I'm also interested in this move throne thing. It's a new construction site that will become an accident, apparently. New construction site that will become the new throne room when finished. The throne is the center of your city, and subjects that don't have a clear path to it will function poorly. What is this I'm looking at? It's not what I expected. Ah, okay, it's just the throne. How do I make it just an empty building? I actually don't know. Make rectangular, make that, you know? I guess just structures. Here we are. Okay, we can do it there. So this one, I want to make this out of like, I think grand stone. Have a little bit more something to it. All right, well, let's not fiddle with that yet though. Let's let this take precedence on it. I guess we also could work on this road piece here. So let's do that too. So first I want to activate this piece of road. And I want to make more road. We'll go to there, down. All right, you. Do I want to stick a crappy globulin in here since we do already have water? I think the answer is yes. So we'll get the road to do this. So for whatever reason, that used to be 3. Probably too big for what it is, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get globulins in where we have some water, even if it's not stellar. So have kind of a windy road here, just going up the coast. I got to make sure I leave some room for some of the bigger chunks of fishing spots. That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll have the globulin thing just go this whole area and be super duper awkward. Fine, don't worry about it. Okay, also let us suspend. I don't want these culverts yet. Those are expensive, so less the better. All right, get to work, boys. That was a long time paused. Now this is all predicated, of course, on our population continuing to grow, which I don't know. Take that how you will. I was so hoping that our new conquered area was going to give me fruit or grain, but they're so bad at it. Maybe with more trade partners, we'll be able to afford more. Yeah, look at that. We already recouped 200,000. That's a good sign. Exporting furniture, allegedly. Trying to export some shaped blocks. You know what? That is not happening at the moment. Let's just clear you out for now. Do we have anything else I would want to sell? We are trying to sell tools. Yikes. Hey, we actually have 4 jewelry. That's unusual. We have some gems, which we are trying to export. Yep. Nobody's working that job, but in theory. Okay, our armor's getting replaced. Our weapons are getting replaced. Another area that probably needs to expand greatly. I guess if nothing else, I would rather have them work those type of jobs than mine. So that'll be something. I think we will. I mean, obviously the ore is the resource they have, so we will put that in there once it settles down. We'll check back in a few days over there. Yeah, I don't know. This 100, 200, 300, 400. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. Especially for fisheries, this is going to be what, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Well, okay. If I make this work, which I will make it work, to fish all that, maybe this is okay. And then these people obviously could walk at least this far, because I'm already doing further elsewhere. And over here, there's a little bit of good land, or at least marginal land. I may put some veggies or something into that. But another little city, I think, we'll have like a twin city essentially over here. Yeah. It's too bad you can't get to a point where you can automate some of your pumping with wind power or a water wheel. That would be handy. All right, we have these empty buildings. I want to take these down because we're gonna have to maintain them. I guess they're just mud. I guess that's fine. If they were anything other than mud, I would actually probably take them down because we'd be paying to maintain. Okay, here we go. Here's an interesting thing. That's actually kind of a interesting thoroughfare. We'll go ahead and expand that road up to there. I was just looking over here if I wanted to maybe do something. I guess we could hook that one in too. There's no reason not to. Again, dirt road doesn't really cost me much to maintain. Just things that help workers arrive faster, especially before this is up and running. Yeah, look at those bums sneaking a quick midday skinny dip, as you do. Probably should also figure out something for those mass graves. I don't know if they cause disease or if people hate to see them. What do you know? Is visibly miserable, considers themselves to be afflicted with land sickness and wanted these things. Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see. We would like to be allowed to wear more clothes. They'd like torch upgrades. That is something that's probably doable. Well, maybe not. Our metal's not looking great. It's time we prove ourselves on the field of battle. I mean, we did do some battle. More opiate farms. That needs more water. Yeah, water is becoming a problem because we're not getting the workers we need in those pumps. Man, I queued up a lot of construction, didn't I? It'll be fine. Unlike my stone, which is not fine apparently. Are we cool? We're cool enough. Okay, I'm gonna let that play, but that's a little worrisome. Are you maxed out? You're not. We'll put 5 more, even though it wasn't full to begin with. Yeah, that's the temporary veggie. Yeah, I built that one because we weren't getting the veggies in very well. And again, no one's working here. I guess I'll up it to 2. And you know what? I will upgrade you once. I just want to make sure we're not having things rot in the field that we're spending all this time and effort to grow. Oh, this also. I don't think this is going to happen. Get rid of that. I want more veggies. Let's put you in planning mode. That's incredibly hard to see. That's the spot. Yeah, well, when we get around to building that, I think I want the extra veggies. There's only so much space we have left to farm. Okay, let's just check in on other things. So, clay's okay. Leather is not okay. A barber might help us out on the leather quite a bit. How ridiculous would it be to get a barber? Apparently I can't spell barber. It should be... Oh, it's called grooming. We don't like grooming. Okay, so we need extravagant markets and skull. So 60 and 20. Yeah, oh, that's killing me. Is there an upgrade we can do for our library? For 100 knowledge, we could upgrade our library. Again, that's going to be incredibly difficult for us to do. The labs aren't so bad, but the libraries are just killer. Absolutely killer. What else are we exporting? We're trying to export furniture, but it's not really making it there. Probably need more furniture crafting. How are we doing here? We have 900 clothes and we have 0 cloth. I don't have any fiber left. Okay. I am going to need more cotton. That's going to have to go in up here, which we did plan for. Okay, that just is what it is. That makes me very sad, though, that we have a chunk of the year where we're not working. Let's wait and see what the next harvest does. I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. Did we just run out? Have we been out? Or is it just us adjusting to things? I guess that means we don't need this extra tailor, right? Oh, we've already turned one of you off. Alright, well, you guys are literally doing nothing, so you're fired. Go help with something else for the time being. That's also going to be you guys. We're going to harvest here in just a second, though, and I want to see what the throughput is on that system. I don't like that we're out of cloth, though. That means our hospitals aren't working. Yet again. Okay, they still have some. Okay, this is working okay using these. I don't know which system I like better. The haulers The haulers are kind of nice because they kind of ensure that there's some of everything, because this guy only gets vegetables, so he always will have vegetables. Whereas if I put 10 people in here, maybe all 10 of them go get fish, for example. No wood, that's worrisome. Because we're just not fully employed. I'm just dying on this employment problem. The water. We're not making it to the pond. Oh, that's not good. I need you guys to pump it. Pump it harder. Okay, that seems to be more of a systematic problem than I thought. Because we have not connected, or maybe we did connect those two. Maybe that's the current problem. I don't know. It does... I don't know if those two connected like they were supposed to or not. How could I tell? No, they did. Both of those systems, I believe, were 1,000. Yeah, the two systems are connected now, but that's still not... That should have made things better, not worse. We're at half employment over here. I mean, that's obviously part of the problem. We just need more people. They want to wear more clothes. They like eggs, vegetables, and fish. People are worrying that there's no Wave Master. Wait, people are worried about you. No Wave Master. I still see statues of them. Are you well? I love that they're worried I haven't built enough statues of myself. Proper builders, these guys. Oh, that's so bad, though. They're gonna waste so much time to go skinny dipping. I have no solution for that either. I have no solution for that. Alright, cotton is starting to come in. That's what I want to see. Do we really only have the 2 fields? Maybe... yeah, I can see why that's a problem. Building more is just gonna dig myself deeper into this hole I'm digging, though. I need to stop expanding things for a little bit. Okay, we are trying to export tools. Minimum is 50. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Hey, jerks that were underpaying me for everything. Hope you're happy now that you have to actually compete for my goods in the market. Good, good. Yeah, we're making tons of cash. Okay. Things that could help. That are easy fixes. Eggs. We could import some eggs. Let's import some eggs. Look at this. Buy price is 26. All right, we will say 30 is our cap to buy eggs. Import settings. You will currently import 1,000 additional items. Sure. Good luck. I will do that. Leather would be another one. Oh no, let's just do eggs. Let's just see if our economy can soak importing eggs. Let's see what that does. Because I'm only getting so much exports at the moment. We've turned a lot of things off. Okay. Are you just underemployed? Is that what's going on? Yeah. We're not quite making as much metal as we could if we had more ore. So I just need to let that work itself out. Okay, I haven't heard any more rebellion messages. Are you feeling better, son? Okay, we stabilized at 447 population. Okay, so we could go up to a level 2, which gives us more workforce. Okay, we'll do that. So we have 15 governance, and we have 12 workforce. All right, let's get something out of this. We'll put the ore mine level 1. We still have 7 workforce left. Oh, did they not build my garrison, though? And garrison. Or guard post, excuse me. I definitely want the guard post. And then that leaves us with those 2 extras. And I think we'll put the 2 extras probably into growth. Region capacity. I don't know. Let's just let that. Oh, I see. I right clicked and that got rid of that. Okay, let's build you first. Ah, classic Babel. Okay. I guess it's a good sign they didn't rebel since I didn't even have the guard post. So once we get the guard post, maybe that'll take care of it. Why are there people working here? No. We are not sending goods out at the moment. Also, we're not going to use any leather armor. Scintillac lore. Or we have no Piva. We're not using that. We're not using that. Okay, apparently I need to come in here before. Why would army supply needs furniture? I'm assuming that this must be for siege weapons. I'm going to assume that that's a no-no. Okay, now we're only going to ship out the things that we should actually be shipping out. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have some herbs. Oh, that's another one. I really should have herbs. I think we'll fiddle with that when it comes to it. We have 2 rations stored. Excuse me? How are you guys only storing 2 rations? Did you get moved over here? You have 8 rations. My guys are still in the field. Hang on. No. We do still need to do this because technically they're still in the field. Yikes. Okay. Ooh. I'm glad they didn't starve to death. And he says nervously. I didn't think about that. Okay, so are you just done the second I click you? I'm gonna guess that's the case. Okay, so here, I need to go up to level 2 to get some workforce. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put you in. And I think I'm gonna do the growth. I don't know. Sure. We'll do that. So we can get a little bit more population in there. Yeah, I guess it looks fine. And we'll see what this does. So this is, I assume they're taxes. So they're going to give us... Is that grain? Tax rate. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle with that, whatever the tax rate is. So we're going to get 81 ore. And that's just workforce, whatever that means. I think we just charge my workforce, maybe? Not certain. Okay, support is going up. Give autonomy, abandoned region, info. Nothing out of the ordinary. We have extra governor points. Garrisons add soldiers for protection and public order to your region. If we were to click this, okay, I would need to research. Okay, that would give them palisade. I see. Okay, and then your offensive. Okay. Walls would be another one that could be good. I would need more workforce. To get more workforce, I would need to upgrade the village, and to upgrade the village, I need 600 population. Okay, all right, it's starting to make sense to me a little bit. Hopefully we'll see more of that come to fruition. All right, we're starting to see this. Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. Some people move in over here. Fishermen and yeah, exactly. It's going to be these guys moving in. They were one of my few places that had a bad distance. Once these are built, it'll be even better for them. But for now, we'll just work on this. I don't have a... Are you a well? Okay, I do have a well set to be built. All right, let's activate. We'll do that one too. Why not? That was the hospital, right? We can get by without a hospital up here for now, I think. I'd like the warehouse to get done because then we could shuffle building supplies up here. And actually, over here, I actually have some space. Maybe we could do some of the haulers for things that we're struggling to get up here. Why are we in... Oh, no, we're not in slow motion. They're just building slowly. It's all right. Biding time. What are you going to do today? I'm going to bide my time. All right. Settle down. Settle down. Now let's even go into fast. I don't know. I don't like playing that mode because I feel like I end up missing things. Okay, how are we doing on that fiber? We are almost out of fiber already. Oh, nope. It's not all stored. Okay, I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. You should have another person working and you just don't. They haul much more efficiently than these randos that are bringing stuff in. I'm gonna bring them up to 3. There's just not gonna... We just don't have the people. We have not particularly moved on our population since we've started. That makes me very sad. Okay, did we ever get the pump? No. Oh, that's so bad. That is really bad. Because those people are wasting so much time with the skinny dipping. Hey, you guys are doing pretty good. It's you guys that are not. Why are you guys so sad over here? Alright, what do you know? Want to wear more clothes. Could use some more statues. The elderly should be allowed to relax. I do not have a retirement home tech. They want some jewelry. I mean, there's no way that our 9 jewelry is going to make any difference if I turn that on. Statues, though, is something I could do. That's come up several times, so let's see what we can do about that. Okay, so I want to try to get statues in high impact areas. Like maybe the intersections. I don't know, this is gonna choke my roads a little bit. I kind of wish I had done 3 wides, even inside the city. I don't know. Go to here. Go one there. All right, we'll do a little science here and see how much disruption this is gonna cause. All right, we'll try that. Oh, and he was in planning. All right, we'll just activate all of that. Hopefully that works. Yes, it did. Okay. Oh, you know what we didn't include in here was some torches. They're gonna immediately start complaining about that. All right, I want the big boys. One there. I can use these to fully cover the road from pretty far back. Yeah, I think we'll do there. I don't have a good spot for one here, so we'll go down to the smaller torch. Those. I also could light up our main road. I kind of regretted not doing that down there. We'll think about that. Where we get the globulin? We did. We did. There's nobody working here, though, apparently. Yeah, it's going to be a theme. Okay, hang on. You have fiber that needs to be hauled. Otherwise, you're not doing anything. Okay, no employees here, please. Do I take that out? It might be usable. maybe. I'm gonna leave it alone for now, but that could be a place that maybe we want to take that out. All right, come on, let's get the warehouse done, guys. All right, I mean they're getting there. They're getting there. 1,866. I feel like we have not moved that population like at all. And we haven't even had like a bajillion accidents today like we normally do. Normally it's like, oh, 50 people died, 50 people died, 10 people died. All right, we're starting to get some cloth stored, but that is not enough. We would want like 100 cloth bare minimum stored in every town. And that means that we would need at least 500 cloth. And I can guarantee you that this is not making it to my hospitals. Could you guys please get this fiber inside? Yeah, I literally cannot get an employee here. I guess these guys will go get it if they have to, but that's not stellar. That's definitely not stellar. Okay, maybe again, let's lower this. We're turning it all into clothes, which is great, except for the fact that I need some cloth. We'll go down to like half employment. I guess I was far too optimistic over here with our production capabilities. Fiber's another one that, while I would like to keep some local food in case we have a rebellion or something, fiber's one I would really like to outsource. Hopefully we can do that at some point. God, we're still not getting enough water in here. I guess it's better than my farms not being watered, but still. Ouch. Okay, almost done with the first housing block. We do have the first warehouse. It wants to hire 10 people. That would be fine by me. All right, I should probably take you. Your main spot is that. How we doing here? No metal, no stone, no cloth. Okay, so a lot of things are not making it here. Stone makes sense. We kind of had a kerfluffle with that where we were almost out. Cloth, we know the current problem. Metal, also kind of a current problem. Right. Hey, look at that though. Look at that though. That's the first time we've actually had eggs in like, frankly, the double digits. So that's something that's working, and it didn't break the bank. Okay, I'm happy with that. That should mean that my people get happier, right? They should be able to get vegetables, or fish, or eggs. Did that actually make it everywhere? Did it make it down here? And what I really care about is, are they serving? No. In fact, I'm very concerned about you not having enough food here. Okay, we have a second one nearby that does have some food in it. What's going on? You've got eggs, you've got fish, you've got... Okay, we're just eating ourselves out of house and home, it looks like. You know what? I think we're gonna add another one. If it's that big a problem, let's not fight it. We'll add another one here. Yeah, I was gonna put some more fields here too. That's okay though. Yeah, we'll let that be. Okay, that's good though. We do have eggs. How about up here? Are we getting eggs up here? And what I care about is the actual serving. Yes. Okay. that should be something. That'll work its way. It'll take a few days to kind of like equilibralize, but yeah, that'll be nice. They should have whatever their favorite food is. It is now available. That's actually kind of a big step forward. I'm pretty happy about that. Well, I guess we did harvest a little bit of that grain. Probably just rots away every year. Okay, we finished the housing block. Yeah, they would like some leather. Me too, buddy. Me too. Okay, we got the janitor closet. Got the warehouse. Working on the bathroom. Working on the food stall. Okay, yeah. If nothing else, they can get food from the warehouse. It won't make them happy, but they're not gonna like starve to death or anything up here. Bring a lot of veggies over. I guess we have a lot of veggies. Fair. I'm actually shocked how many they went and got. How many people are working here? Apparently this is the cool place to be. Everyone wants to work at this warehouse for some reason. Interesting. I think I'm gonna dub this town Fishing West. Can you guess what the other little town I was talking about is gonna be called? Okay, and we have a food stall now. All right, and we've finished that housing block and it looks to be full. Let's go ahead and let's do this one. That'll help the people who actually need to be using that more. Let's see who's all here. Herders, veggie farmers, fishermen, yeah. So they're all trying to move closer to their job, which is fine. That might take a little bit of pressure off of this too. This area is pretty dang crowded. Yeah, I love the looks of this. It's almost like a zen, like watching an ant farm or something as they go. Okay, well, speaking of ant farms and as you go, we are out of time. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. A lot of city planning, a lot of just kind of needing to let things build their way through, and a little bit the beginnings of an empire. We have managed to get this. They don't look quite as sad. I think we're gonna have our army. Now somebody said I could disband and send them home. Yeah. Yes. I think we're just gonna do that. And they should walk home and be able to get there. Army 1, whatever at the moment. All right, we'll go ahead and head home. Yeah, here we go. Looks like they're bringing their spoils back, which aren't really spoils. It looks like it's just the equipment we sent. All right, that's fine. How do I get rid of you? Yeah, disband. There we go. We'll bring it up when we need it. All right, so you are we cool? 100% support. Support towards your majesty. Low support increases the chance of rebellion. When a region is controlled, support will increase with time. For other regions, emissaries can be sent to increase support. Okay. And we are getting ore? We must have received a shipment because we've been hovering at basically 0 forever, and we're expecting shipments of about 80. Nice. Okay, I'm getting sucked back into it though. I need to stop. Okay, if you enjoyed this one, as always, don't forget to leave a like on it. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. And as always, if you want to support the channel and the series that you like, you can always leave a super thanks on a video, join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon linked in the channel info, or become a member here on YouTube. As a member on YouTube, you get early access to things I'm working on, such as this series, but others, depending on when you're watching this. And it goes a long ways to support me trying out those quirky games that sometimes are just sleeper hits that people say, I've never seen that game before. Well, I can take a chance on those due to the support of people like you. All right, builders, get out there and found an empire. I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.